Hey everybody, Prepper Nurse 1 here. Well, guess where I am? Oh, me and Miss Hella have come up to New York for Thanksgiving, of course. Got Steve back at the homestead in West Virginia, and I have other members who are popping in and out. Some are spending the night, different nights, and just being around to make sure everything's okay. There's the chickies over there. There's Miss Thickneck. She's still kicking. The white ones are looking fat. Hey, stop. No. Down. No, stop. Oh, you're fine. Stop it. So anyway, so there's the chickens. They're looking good. Caesar and Pandora are fine as well. And but yeah, back up in New York. I got to show you one of the things up here that Becky was doing because of the deer coming into the garden bed. They put fencing up, and I think they're not exactly sure how they plan on doing everything here. I think there's going to be a doorway here to get access into. You can see she's got all the garden beds painted now, and yeah, so they're putting up the fencing, so because the deer were coming in and just ravishing everything, and then hopefully that will keep the deer out. So that's the game plan there. I got to show you. We're gonna go over here. The peach trees have started getting some decent size to them. Actually, they need to top them off. Actually, is what they got to do here. These are the plum trees, so they're getting up there in size too. But they definitely need to top off the peach trees. But these peach trees always produced a tremendous amount of peaches every year. So, and these are the blueberry bushes. If you remember, guys, I had a bunch of blueberry bushes over here, and Rick ran them all over. So, yeah, so there's that. For those of you that are newer to the channel, this is the original homestead, and there's the greenhouse. And yeah, so they started, okay, I think their game plan with this, I'm not sure if they're planning on putting the boards all the way around. I don't know. I'd have to ask Becky how she plans on doing that. But yeah, that's what they're. So that would look nice. It'll be all. I think that's what they're going to do to enclose the whole thing. So that will be very nice. And so there's this Heather's car. And they have show you the wood in here in the fire woodshed. Now, so this, okay, look, actually, you see we got a couple bird nests up there too. That's pretty cool. So this is obviously the woodshed. They actually have more. They got plenty of wood to get them through the winter. I didn't think she had enough, but looking at this, you definitely have enough wood. Okay, well. So tires are more important anyway. Okay, so, but this is the old wood. These 4 rows here are the wood they got this year. So the rule of thumb has always been this. You do 3 rows together and you leave a space. So you'll see in here, between those, they got a space, okay? And the reason you do that is you want the airflow. You don't want the wood to get moldy or rotty. Obviously, being in the woodshed, it's going to stay nice. I mean, look at this. This wood is beautifully dried and seasoned. So they'll use all this first, and then they'll start on this wood here, which gives this wood here more time to season. Okay? So, anyway, there's the kids! Oh, as I'm falling on myself. So, Sean and Heather. So, hello, baby girl. So yeah, we're just getting ready. Going to have a good week up here. I'm going to be up here for a week, and I plan on, just so everybody knows, I will be live streaming tonight at 8 p.m. So I would encourage you all to join me then. And I'll figure out something during the week how I plan on live streaming. You know, I don't know exactly what days I'm going to be doing what, because I got a lot of people I want to visit and see. But I do plan on live streaming tonight. So, but yeah, so definitely changes here at the homestead, and you know, so, but goes that tomato plant.
Yeah.
But
there's going to be a lot. That was an accidental tomato plant. He was trying to grow flowers, and somehow the tomato plant ended up there.
oh really? It was an accidental, a volunteer. It was a volunteer. Yeah.
Well, he had like a seed mix, and the tomato is what did the best out of any of the flowers.
That's funny.
And you said the tomatoes were good, right?
Yeah. Oh yeah. They were very tasty, nice and sweet.
Nice, very
I love
nice.
tomatoes, so I was like, those
Yeah.
are all yours.
And with ones that didn't, now I'm gonna have an overflux of tomatoes in there, I'm sure.
Oh, I'm sure. But oh, so I was going to show you guys. So, a couple of pairs left on this. This is only this one produced this
No,
year.
both of them did.
Oh, both did.
Yep.
Okay. So,
Still see there's a pair.
well, there's two on that one. Yep.
Two.
But they got a lot of pears this year off the pear trees.
I brought it down to a friend of mine's, and we made a pear cider out of it. I tried some just the other day. Absolutely delicious.
And
nice
then
little buzz.
there's the one of the cherry trees. That's the original first cherry tree we put in here. So this cherry tree right here and that first cherry tree were put in at the same time. And the deer ate that one down twice.
And the one on the end is a peach, right?
Well, down here we
It
have,
was producing as well.
yeah, the ones on the, those are more peach trees down there. Now these guys are, these two were cherry trees. And then I believe these are plum.
I didn't see much of anything off of these ones yet.
Okay, so I think those were plum. And it looks like you got another tree maybe grew, I don't know, maybe not. Okay, but so we got the plum trees, and then those were peach down there.
The peaches produced, but I didn't get to them in time. A lot of them have dropped, and the deer got to them.
Okay, well that happens.
And
Yep.
then your little ones over on this side haven't really done a whole lot of anything. These couple of tall trees on the end are really blocking them out.
Oh, okay.
With those being the north side of the house and not catching sun,
Right.
I think I might want to try to pull them just so that more sun can hit those other
Yeah,
little trees.
that's fine. Well,
'Cause I'd like to fill that area with more fruiting trees.
right, and then also free firewood.
Mhm.
You know, so you know can buck that up for firewood. So I was going to show you guys the garden beds here, all painted. Becky did all that. So I get. Were they plan on doing the boards all the way around?
Yes, which
Yes.
I think
Is
it would be better to keep it with how they have it now, or at least more stronger wire fence.
I think more. Well, if you want to do along the back, maybe
The boards would block out sun.
a lot of the sun. A lot of the
Yep.
sun. So if they had, you know, just fencing in there, I'll talk to her.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that would be better. I mean, if they want to do, like I said, boards along the back there where it's not going to make a difference,
Or even in the front too, where they block the
to block,
privacy.
yeah, for
Roofs
privacy,
on the sides to have the
sunlight coming in, right? Yep. So then the fire pit is still up here, and if you got anybody again, so those of you, and then of course we've got the great plant here. Those of you that have been around a long time remember when this whole area here, when we first got in here and we had things cleared out, there was a pile of crap through here for years, and probably it was about 5 years ago maybe, we had that cleaned up.
yeah.
Yeah, and now it just looks like nice yard. So, but yeah, like these actually that one there is standing dead. That's got to come down.
Yep.
It looks like that one, obviously, apple tree in the front died.
Yep.
So that would come down. That would.
A lot of these ones don't really put out a whole lot of leaves. I think a lot of it is more dead than standing. The big trouble is the power lines.
Right.
So that's going to end up having to be a crew come through with a lift and take them down section by section.
Yeah, I would. And the thing is, they block too much of the solar panels for the light. You know, all that as well. So anyway, guys, this ended up being a long. Oh, wait, I'm in New York. The upload here is freaking awesome, so I don't care if it's a longer video. Oh, he's not even paying attention. So, yeah, the upload here in New York, this video will upload before I'm even finished processing it, which is, I am so excited for that over the next week. You have no idea. Things are getting better though down in West Virginia. It's about 15-20 minutes now, and that's actually sounds like it's really good.
Yeah.
So it's crazy.
But speaking back on trees, there's still also a few in the dog run that I've noticed don't put out any leaves at all.
Okay.
Have a pretty gnarly lean to them.
Okay.
Those are ones I'd like to take. And in the back side as it goes up.
We'll talk about that. So anyway, so you guys, those of you that don't know, Becky hooked up to the grid. So her building over here is now hooked up to the grid. The other house obviously is still running off of solar, but Becky also still has the backup. She has a transfer switch, so that if the grid goes down and she's here, she can flip the switch, takes her off the grid and puts her back on solar. So, but she wanted to be on grid, and so she paid for it, and so we went, okay, so that's
Takes a little bit of the load off.
yeah, it definitely helps with, well, they don't know.
Yeah.
See, okay, so let me explain to you guys. We've been living off grid 10 years, okay? So we've gone through, me, Heather, Eddie, suffered through a lot of hard times with not a lot of power, and we learned to conserve power and all that type of stuff. Becky never did. Becky would just run everything,
Yeah.
and she was really putting a strain on the system. So when they went back on grid, it took a lot of the load off, and there's more than enough power during most of the year.
Minus in the last month or so, we haven't ran the generator since last February.
Right, and that's kind of like same for me
Yeah.
down there. So, all right, guys. Well, this has been a long video, so I am going to jump off of here now. But yes, I am back in New York. I'll be up here for about a week or better, and got a lot of people I want to visit and see that I haven't seen, and looking forward to it. So I will see you all tonight at 8 o'clock for the live stream, and I hope you all are doing well. Prepper Nurse 1, out for now.